Hey guys, thanks for joining us here in the charts. Market Beast, Napoleon Macro. Quick video on the AMC, kind of a piggyback on what we went over on our last video. Hopefully we'll have a link for that. Pull up our range, pull up our financial support line, strength confirmation line, and I'm going to explain to you all, it's kind of, again, a piggyback on our last video, explaining what takes place after the market closes above the financial strength level. This is normal, and I'm going to explain to you why it is. So welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, we only go over price action, TA on AMC. All right, let's not waste time, guys. Let's dive right into the charts here. Today's June the 25th, 2021, and the current price of AMC is going to be $53.84, slightly negative, approximately 5% for the day. All right. We may have a special message towards the end, so stick around for that. All right, let's put up the lines. Okay, perfect. So, very simple, okay? The reason that AMC made history yesterday is because of the candles' bodies. These are daily candles. Notice this is one daily candle to close above. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's zoom in so we're all clear. And I'm going to explain to you, as far as like the market going down, I'm going to explain to you this is normal according to daily candles closing above the red line, the financial, the strength confirmation level, okay? All right, so, sorry. So we got one daily candle to close above the red line, yes? And then what's really important is you have to focus on what happens after you get a daily candle to close above the red line. The very next daily candle, you have the sellers attempt or succeed in pushing the price below the red line. Okay, stick with me. It's super simple, okay? The next circle here, you see number one? You see that? We get a daily candle's body to close above the red line. See it, it's above the red line, but on the very next candle, if you see here, this red candle, the next candle closes June the 21st. It closes below the red line. Basically, the close of red candles are below the body, and for green candles, it's just above the green body. That's the close. Just kind of a quick explanation so we can continue. Now, AMC made history because it closed two daily candles above the red line, showing financial strength, okay? And of course, on this third candle, well, actually, it was supposed to happen on this candle, according to history, on June the 24th. According to the two reference points, really not much data, right? The market was going to close a candle below the red line, but now it's doing it on the very next candle. It's an active candle, so I can't necessarily say it's going to, but it looks like it's going to close below the red line. The red line, if I haven't already mentioned, is at 50, let's call it 56.33. That was the last level that we set on the last video, although it's different, but let's just leave it like that for now. Someone asked, how did I get that line? Guys, we'll be sharing that in our Patreon if it ever comes out, right? Very simple. So some may say, okay, dude, you said it was showing strength. So why is it going down? Okay, let me explain to you all. Remember, when we find our consolidation ranges, it's so simple, guys. You find your consolidation range, 42 up to 63. That's a very large range. Not saying it's going to get to 42, but I'm definitely open to it going any direction, lower or higher, okay? If you find the financial support level, which is this yellow line here, okay, it's pretty obvious the market has been finding support, bouncing up, down, up, fake out, up, right? Finding support above that line. When you close daily candles above the strength confirmation level, it is the buyer's obligation to maintain support above the financial support level. So right now, it is the buyer's obligation to protect this yellow ascending financial support line. If the buyers do not protect this financial support level, the yellow ascending line, then it's very simple. The market will seek an alternative level of financial support, wherever that level may be. I'm not going to start moving the lines right now because it's an active candle and the buyers do have an opportunity to step in here. But according to the way that I'm seeing things, yeah, it looks like the market, the sellers are going to step in here, but their obligation is very simple. Let me actually give the buyers and the sellers obligation right here in this video. Hopefully someone will leave a link. Sorry, or some prayer hands in the comment section saying that, yes, I heard you say the buyers and the sellers obligation level on the daily candles. Let's go over that right now. All right. So remember what we look for. Remember, this is just buyers and sellers, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. We're looking for higher highs and higher lows in the chart in order to understand the trend. Let me just delete everything and show you something. All right. This from the candle's bodies. Look at the candle's bodies. Okay. There's the highest point here, the highest close on the candle, June the 2nd. Okay, that was about $62. All right, 62 and a half. All right, the market just made a lower high. Say, come on, Napoleon, just come on, man, don't do that. No, guys, this is how you do it. This is why you have to turn off the noise, pull up the candlesticks or whatever it is you pull up, but look for higher highs and higher lows, and lower highs and lower lows, because that's the name of the game. It's nothing else to it, guys. Support, resistance, and higher highs, higher lows, okay, and lower lows, lower highs, of course, to find a downtrend. The market just technically made a lower high. I can't make that up. Okay, see the close on the daily candle just made a lower high. So what does that mean? This means that the market is going to seek to make a lower low. The sellers are going to attempt, whether they succeed or not, they're going to attempt to make a lower low. Okay, I guess now I'll get to the buyer and seller's obligations. The buyers and sellers obligation from a daily candle's perspective. Here is the low of this wick of the shadow here on June the 22nd on this candle right here. Okay, well, it's kind of weird. All right, so the seller's obligation, if you see the market get below $51.05, that means that the sellers are attempting or succeeding in fulfilling their obligation, because again, I've already said it, guys, the name of the game is to make lower lows and lower highs to start a downtrend. We just verified that was the highest level of the candle's body. It went down to $42. Beautiful bounce up, but made a lower high. I can't make that up. Okay, but for kind of the brief area here, this kind of brief area right around here, the lower low would be at the lower area of this shadow, $51.05. That is the seller's obligation. The buyer's obligation will be to maintain support above the level where they just closed 2 daily candles above, which is, you can just call like 56.33, right there at that red line. If the buyers are unable to maintain their financial strength above the $56.33 level, then assume that the sellers are stepping in, fulfilling their obligation, pushing the price to the downside, potentially as low as the $47 that I was challenged. You said, no, it'll never get that low. Well, maybe it won't. Let's just let the price action determine that, not me, okay? Can this market turn around tomorrow? It has the opportunity to, but one thing is for sure, I can't say for sure. One thing that's obvious to me in terms of how I have this candle here, my chart placed, the financial support right now is being jeopardized. The sellers are attempting to compromise the financial support from the buyers that they have established on this yellow line. That will likely be confirmed within the next 48 to 72 hours. So if you don't see any price action taking place above $56.33, just understand that the sellers are following through. But if we get a nice bullish counter move or ape counter move and pushes the price above 56.33, yeah, you know what's going on. It's a fake out. The same thing that we're seeing here on this area right here, guys. So please understand that I'm not making a price prediction. You know, some people stop in and, oh, you got it wrong, guys. I'm giving you the obligation levels from the buyers and the sellers. I rarely make predictions anymore. I just give you guys the beautiful story. So this is the fake out right here. The 2 candles represented here on the June the 10th and June the 11th. This is considered a technical fake out. Okay, will we get another fake out here as the market is attempting, the sellers are attempting to compromise that financial support level? You have to wait until the market decides that. Okay, just understand you have the seller's obligation level, guys, 51.05. That's the level. If the sellers can't get the price below that level, then understand that they are not following through with their obligation, the sellers. All right, and you have the buyer's obligation level. I know some are saying, but you said it was 63. I'm confused now. No, guys, this is the breakout level. Okay, the breakout level is $63. It seems complex, but it's really not, because I'm associating this with buyers and sellers, and you know, higher highs and higher lows, and lower lows and lower highs. That's all I'm doing. Okay, and I'm also like kind of like gearing in on the smaller time frames. The lowest we go is in daily candles, and just identifying kind of the lower lows, you know what I mean, and just finding these strength confirmation levels and just taking it one day at a time. That's how I look at the markets. I think it's a practical approach. It sounds complex. It's really not. If you're looking at it from a day-to-day aspect, just pull up those candles and just find the highest point and to see if the market actually made a lower high. Let's see if we can pull up the lines. Okay, even if you have to look at the lines and make it, you know, just kind of simplify it, right? The only thing that you're looking for is higher highs and higher lows to continue an uptrend. This is the highest point. This is technically a lower high so far. So yeah, it is essential that the market maintains support above the financial support level. That's it. Because if they can't maintain support above this line right here, guys, the financial support level right here, the yellow line, if they can't maintain support at the financial support level, I know I said this like 7 times already. Sorry, guys, I'm repetitive. But they must maintain support above the financial support level. You know, if it's a fake out, it's fine. But, you know, overall, if they can't maintain it, then they're going to have to seek an alternative financial support level. But if they can maintain it, oh, man, you can rest assured, $63, even higher. It's coming, okay? But just take note of the buyer and the seller obligation levels. And hopefully, again, that wasn't too repetitive. And we're all on the same page in terms of what must happen from the buyers now that the sellers are obviously stepping in. I can't make that up, right? You see it on the screen. The sellers are stepping in. If they don't make a bullish counter move, it needs to happen fast, actually. Okay, I'd say with less than 48 hours. If you see it continuing lower tomorrow, it's not good. All right, maybe that $47 level wasn't too far-fetched after all, okay? So that's the end of the video, guys. You have the buyers and the sellers obligation levels from the daily candles. You have the market just technically made a lower high from the daily candles bodies. That doesn't mean that it can't explode tomorrow, guys, but you have the levels. You know what has to happen within 48 hours. Okay, the buyers got to step in fast. All right. On a special message towards the end of the video, the technicals are done. If you guys came out for the technicals, thank you for listening until the end. Appreciate that. The technicals are done. I just got I guess a special message or kind of a useful message. I think it's useful for those of you out there who don't have that much experience. I know a lot of you do have experience. I'm not saying a lot of you don't have experience, but for the very small number of those who have invested in AMC or in any stock for that matter, but AMC in particular, because the kind of the notion or the things that are going on with, you know, you hold for me, I hold for you, to the moon, lemonade squeeze and all these things, guys, I feel as though there's a lot of emotional attachments to this stock. I want everyone to understand that, guys. That is dangerous. When you are attaching your emotions to a stock, what's going to happen is you're going to kind of blur the practicality of what's actually going on. Let's just say that, for instance, AMC starts going down, I don't know, like 20-30%, and it's continuing to make lower lows, lower highs. Right, the market is just kind of making, you know, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. What I'm saying is there's this huge, you know, notion or whatever around, you know, you hold for me, I hold for you, which is fine. But the emotional aspect to it, for those who don't have the experience to actually understand market fluctuations, it's very dangerous, because what's going to happen is, let's say the lemonade squeeze happens and it goes up to 1,000 or 100K, right? Huge wealth transformation from the hedge funds. And someone who invested like $150,000 and now is a multi-millionaire, but they still have no experience in the market. So in their mind, maybe they're thinking, maybe they're not thinking, but for the few that may think that all they have to do from there moving forward is just pick a stock, have an emotional attachment to it. All I have to do is invest $150,000. I'll become a multimillionaire over and over again. It's easy, right? I could just do it over and over again. No, they're going to end up in the same position that they were when they started investing or started this, you know, adventure, right? Or this movement, right? So I think it's important, kind of like, just to summarize this, if you are not experienced in the market, and this lemonade squeeze is going to happen, and you stumble upon millions of dollars, I think it's important for you to start now. This is financial advice, not the entire video, but this small snippet right here. Okay, lawyers, I'm saying this small snippet, not everything I'm saying. The financial advice I would like to give to you is understand, like, you know, money management. If you don't already, right? If you know this, guys, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those who just, they have this emotional attachment with the stock, and they the lemonade squeeze happens, and they acquire the millions. Okay, just start now. Understanding how to invest, you know, wealth preservation, right? How to grow your capital after this wealth transformation has taken place. I think that's pretty important to explain if a lot of the general public are going to become multimillionaires off this stock. Guys, we're invested, by the way, as well. And I think that's something that should be spoken of more often. This way, a lot of people will be well off. I think that is the true information that a lot of the investors need to hear. So this way, those who do stumble upon that type of capital will be able to preserve it and won't just simply be in the same position that they were in before this entire community started. That's just my, 2 cents that I wanted to just kind of throw out there. I'm not sure if anyone's already said it, but I think that's important for everyone to know. Just in case, I'm not saying this squeeze is going to happen, guys. You know me, I'm the person who's like, in the middle, right? If it happens, hopefully you guys are taking this necessary steps now. So that way, when you stumble upon that growth, that capital, you'll be fully prepared and equipped with the necessary information to preserve those beautiful, what do they call it? Attendees, right? Attendees or something like that. All right, so that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that and you found some valuable in that. Subscribe with us. We also go over the alternative markets if you're into that, Bitcoin, altcoins. And we'll send you that information when it's available. You have to hit the bell. All right, guys, thank you for your time. We'll talk soon. Execute your strategies. All right, and bye for now.